it up. Only the solid left. Only the solid left. Rest got swept. See them turn fake when the real got checked. Talk loyalty loud, then they switch for a check. Cut ties quick, I don't deal with the mess. Only the solid left. Only the real when the heat hit hard. Fake love get revealed. 10 toes down, not down what I feel. Snakes get clipped, that's just part of the drill. I done seen brothers switch like gears in the fast lane, acting like fam, then flip for the last game. Tales of the hood ain't fairy, it's past pain. Trust was a gift, now it's buried. When last name stood in the fire. Came out black steel, mind like a fortress. Heart like the battlefield, deals get broken. Contracts ain't sealed, real move silent, but the silence get real. Cross me once, there ain't no rewind. I live by code, not the legal kind. You fold under heat, I apply it to mine. Learn to detect all the lies in your lines. Watching them crumble like dry leaves and fall. Say they gon' ride, then don't answer the call. Talk tough online, but they quiet in the hall. I don't need many, just a few won't crawl. Only the solid left, rest got swept. See them turn fake when the real got checked. Talk loyalty loud, then they switch for a check. Cut ties quick, I don't deal with the mess. Only the solid left, only the true. Circle small now, but the honor still grew. Fake ones fold, that ain't nothing new. Pressure make diamonds or it breaks you in two. I remember them nights posting up with my kid. Now half of them ghosts, so they locked in the pen. The rest turn snitch for some stripes on the skin. Told on the fam just to say they own skin. Watch who you trust, that's a lesson, not a threat. I've been burned by the ones who said never forget. Now I sleep with one eye and a hand on attack. Loyalty tested, I ain't failed one yet. My brother took years, didn't say one name. Meanwhile, his day one was the first to flame. Said he loved him, but he caved for fame. That's why I play chess, they stuck on games. Truth be told, ain't many I trust. Too many wear masks, didn't act like it's love. Said they got your back, but it's you they shove. Act real hard, but they fall like a glove. Hard cold like the pavement we bled on. Lessons from the streets, not books we read on. Code of the real, never put the feds on. Ties get cut when they speak what they fed on. See, I came from a place where the fake don't last. Loyalty's currency, worth more than cash. Snake shed skin, but the soul stay trash. So I move with the few who'll ride till crash. Only the solid left, rest got exposed. Watching them fall when the loyalty froze. Talk behind backs, then pose like bros. I seen it before, that's how this life goes. Only the solid left, only the bold. Steel in the spine, not for the soul. 1 in 100, can't be controlled. Come from a cloth that's rugged and cold. Fake love kills more than the iron do. Not all wounds bleed, some just lying. You when the ones closest got the best thing too. Friendly fire burns deep, ain't no rescue. Eyes open wide, I detect betrayal. Lies and they smile, truth and betrayal. Cross too much, now I trust in scales. Balance in the blade, peace through hell. I don't beg, don't plead, don't chase no bond. I just read the signs, then I move beyond. They ain't loyal, they just tag along till the storm hit. Then they gone like a car, see me, I'm the last of a dying breed. Keep it G till I leave, no switch, no bleed. Solid to the bone, to the blood I bleed. No price on my name, no fake, no greed. Only the solid left, rest got clipped. I cut off ties when the loyalty slipped. Real don't bend, we don't play no script. If you move like a snake, then you off the list. Only the solid left, only the few. Been through hell, came back brand new. Lessons ain't cheap, but the pain was true. Now my circle tight, just warriors who grew. Ain't about numbers, it's about honor, blood, and respect. Not everyone who ride is riding for you. Some riding on you. Only the solid still breathing in this game. And even fewer speak on it. I stand where the weak fell. 10 toes, 1 code, solid forever. Fade out. Get it in.
Yeah. 10 steps ahead, never where they expect me. Moves in the shadows, vision never shaky. Heart cold, eyes sharper than machetes. We calculate every loss, now we moving steady. I ain't built like them, I was raised in the fire. Seen the snakes in the grass when they smile, they liars. Came from the dirt, now my circle tighter. Talk real light, but I strike like a viper. Hood full of whispers, I walk in silence. Moving through the city with military guidance. Blueprint written with the mind of a tyrant. All my dogs trained, every one of them violent. Never flinch, I got blood in my ambition. Pressure make diamonds, pain my addiction. Climbed out the trench with a death wish conviction. They talk while I move with a kill switch instinct. 10 steps ahead, I don't move like the rest do. Planning every move like it's war in the chess room. Eyes on the prize, yeah, the throne is in clear view. They ain't got the range, they too slow, I outdo. 10 steps ahead, I ain't never in panic. Calculated motion, I maneuver mechanic. They act wild, I stay ghost like a phantom. Moving silence, winning noise, that's the anthem. I've been dodging fake love like I dodged the feds. Thinking long term while they beg for bread. They post threats, but I read them like text. Turn noise to lessons, never second guess. Sharp with sharper aim, that's precision. No trust given, that's a self-made decision. Whispers in the wind, got intel from pigeons. These boys play checkers while I play with visions. I ain't blinking in a war zone, ice in my veins. Blueprint lethal, I'm built for the games. Moves like a ghost, face out the frame. Talk behind screens, but they never say names. This real strategy, no emotion involved. Every fake hug feel like a problem unsolved. Every handshake scan like I'm reading a code. They loud with a mask, I'm calm in the cold. Plans in my head, like codes in a vault. Talking like killers, but moving with force. I don't do crowds, I don't need applause. I need silence, a route, and a mission to cross. 10 steps ahead, I don't move like the rest do. Planning every move like it's war in the chess room. Eyes on the prize, yeah, the throne is in clear view. They ain't got the range, they too slow, I outdo. 10 steps ahead, I ain't never in panic. Calculated motion, I maneuver mechanic. They act wild, I stay ghost like a phantom. Moving silence, winning noise, it's the anthem. Got scars from the block, not stories for views. Every bruise I carry is a lesson I use. I done sat in the dark when my brothers got bruised. Now we walk like kings, still wearing our truce. Tactical mind, I don't shoot without reason, but I got wolves ready all 4 seasons. Talk war, better count your demons. I've been too calm, that's when I'm scheming. Can't corner me, I built this route 10 steps ahead. I mapped it out. While they flex on feeds, I'm stacking clout. While they talk too much, I'm cashing out. Still got paranoia from the fake ass hugs. Still checking rear view when them blacked out trucks. Still hearing echoes from them shots they bust. But I ain't moved once, that's built on trust. No panic and chaos, I thrive in confusion. Mind like a maze, but my goals got fusion. I don't sleep much, just plot and illusion. When I strike, it's clean, no trace, no conclusion. Running numbers in my head like algorithms. They post straps, I build war with rhythm. 10 steps ahead, they just reaching the gate. By the time they start, I done changed the state. 10 steps ahead, I don't move like the rest do. Planning every move like it's war in the chess room. Eyes on the prize, yeah, the throne is in clear view. They ain't got the range, they too slow, I outdo. 10 steps ahead, I ain't never in panic. Calculated motion, I maneuver mechanic. They act wild, I stay ghost like a phantom. Moving silence, winning noise, that's the anthem. 10 steps ahead. Every whisper, every threat, I read it in red. Let them talk, let them flex, let them bleed from the edge. I don't need to react, I'm already ahead. Clock ticking, but I own the time. 1 step closer, I already climb. Silence in motion with purpose aligned. 10 steps ahead, that's the warlord's mind.
I was out there gripping on the work and the steel. You was out there plotting on a plan to get me killed. For a bag, for a name, for a seat at they table. Now your name in the dirt and your rep look fatal.
Betrayed in broad day, seen it with my own eyes. 12 noon, blue skies, saw the truth in the skies. No alarms, no signs, just a cold hard play. When the trust break loud in the heat of the day, broad day. Yeah, got hit with the facts, he smiled in my face. Had a knife in my back, no mask on. Didn't need no shade, just a rat in the flesh with a debt unpaid.
You ever felt a chill in your chest with the sun overhead? Like the world kept moving, but your honor lay dead. We was brothers, I thought, or maybe I was blind. Should've seen the slick moves, should've read the signs. You was talking to the ops, that's a contract breach. You was slipping with the snakes, now you out of my reach. Cause I cut off the limb just to save the whole body. Now I ride so low, got the grip in the shotty. When I see you, it ain't nothing but fate in the mirror. No talks, no debates, just the end again clearer. You turned Judas with a grin, made a deal in the light. Now the consequences come like a thief in the night. Keep it real, I don't need no tight circle full of rats. Rather ride with 2 lions than 100 fake cats. You was soft in the pen, but you talk like you hard. Now you moving through the hood with a fake bodyguard. You don't know the rules, never earn no scars. Ain't no codes in your lane, you just chasing the stars. I bled for my set, every stripe, every war. While you dance with the fans, trying to settle the score. Real ones know, betrayal don't age. It stays in your bones like a burning rage. So when I ride, it's clean, no slipping, no slacking. If I catch you in the light, best believe I react.
How you switch sides, but we ate from the same plate. How you break ties, but still ride with a straight face. You was family, now you just a ghost in the crowd. Talking loud, but your name ain't allowed. Betrayed in broad day, seen it with my own eyes. 12 noon, blue skies, saw the truth in the skies. No alarms, no signs, just a cold hard play. When the trust break loud in the heat of the day. Broad day, yeah, got hit with the facts, he smiled in my face. Had a knife in my back, no mask on, no. Didn't need no shade, just a rat in the flesh with a debt unpaid. Snitch. Now every step calculated, moving like a chess king. Paranoid from the fake love that betrayal bring. I ain't never forget, nah, I mark who I see. And if karma too slow, then the job's on me. Ain't no rewind when the trust get torn. You a snake and that skin been warm. I stay cold like a boat, move slick in the drought. And I don't talk much, I just let the results come out. No apologies, no peace treaties get signed, you cross that line. Not a beef redesign, I don't call for no hits, I just wait and I learn. When you play with the fire, eventually it burn. So next time they smile too wide in the daylight, check the hands, check the stands, check the sight lines. Cause the ones that cut deep don't come from the dark, they come at high noon with a grin and a spark. Betrayed in broad day. Yeah. Now I ride alone, and I trust none.
only sirens. They left me bleeding in the cold, no mercy in their eyes. Now I rise from the ashes where my innocence died. Used to pray for the peace, now I load up with pride. Heart colder than steel, all compassion done died. They took what was pure, now I give them the void. A product of pain, now destruction deployed. Ain't no peace talk, just the sound of the noise. Click, clack, boom, every shot is my voice. I walk where the reapers dance, dark steps in a cursed trance. Nightmares taught me how to advance. Terror now in my second glance. From victim to villain, after pain into power. Now my soul breathes smoke like the bear will devour. No savior, no prayers, just rage in the shower. Clock ticking, I bloom in my darkest hour. From victim to villain, this my resurrection. Built from betrayal, I became the weapon. A demon with vision, I mirror the lesson. Cross me again and I'll teach them the message. Eyes on the mirror, I don't trust my own face. Every scar that I carry got a name and a place. No sleep in the dark, just visions of chase. Demons in my closet trying to win that race. This blade ain't for show, or remember the cries when I begged them for mercy and they fed me the lies. Now I speak in bullets, my silence implies retribution is truth when a coward denies. A grave full of secrets, but I won't be a stat. Rewrote my fate with the muzzle on flat. Now they call me a villain, I'm fine with that. Cause the hero never made it where I'm living at. Hear the wind talk and whisper revenge. I don't bend, I don't break, I don't beg for amends. No penance, no priest, no saints in my ends. Only shadows and sin with a story. From victim to villain, after pain into power. Now my soul breathes smoke like the bear will devour. No savior, no prayers, just rage in the shower. Clock ticking, I bloom in my darkest hour. From victim to villain, this my resurrection. Built from betrayal, I became the weapon. A demon with vision, I mirror the lesson. Cross me again and I'll teach them the message. Talk tough, I've been through the depths. Saw death, took loss, now I'm serving what's left. Heart stone, no breath, adrenaline in my chest. Push weight in silence, no flex, just death. Put chalk to the sidewalk, outline your fate. Turn rage to a code, now my soul engraves. A martyr in silence, but a villain awake. Now my triggers speak truth and it don't hesitate. Popping out shadows with a smirk on my jaw. Turn pain into purpose, yeah I'm setting the law. Tears dried in the chamber, no room for the flaw. Now I'm judging execution, I answer no call. Victim, no more. Villain at core. Knocked at hell's door, now I'm what they fear for sure. No mask, no shame, let the whole block feel my name. No tears left in the rain, I rose from the grave with flame. From victim to villain, after pain into power. Now my soul breathes smoke like the bear will devour. No savior, no prayers, just rage in the shower. Clock ticking, I bloom in my darkest hour. From victim to villain, this my resurrection. Built from betrayal, I became the weapon. A demon with vision, I mirror the lesson. Cross me again and I'll teach them the message. Let them whisper my name in fear. I was the silence, now I'm the sound they hear. No justice, no court, just me with the steel. From victim to villain, I became what they feel. Fade into sirens and win.
I seen them eat at my table, then plot on my name. Laugh with a snake, now I'm numb to the game. I gave them loyalty, they gave me lies. Cut from a claw that don't fold or apologize. Roll for the click like a steel bent frame. Now I ride solo, ain't no squad, just flame. Watch who you trust when the stakes get high. That smile you wearing just a mask for a spy. Grew up with wolves with the sheep wore teeth. They talking loyalty but playing grief beneath. Now I walk like keep my back to the wall. Never know who praying for your rise or your fall. These days I don't flinch, I just read signs. Fake love louder than the real sometimes. Used to call me bro, now they call for a cut. But I'm cutting ties clean, no ifs, no buts. Backstab blues, a deadly tune. Played in the alleys when the loyalty's doomed. Knives in the back, smiles in the room. Trust get murdered and respect get exhumed. Backstab blues feel it deep in my soul. When loyalty dies and the secrets unfold. It's cold in the streets, colder in the crew. Don't say you real if that ain't true. Word to the code, I ain't breaking that vow. But you switch sides, I see it now. Used to ride for the team, now it's all just smoke. Same hands I fed, trying to watch me choke. Seen envy in your eye, jealousy in your tone. You was plotting all along while I built my throne. Looked like a brother, acted like blood. Till you threw dirt when I rose from the mud. They say keep enemies close, but I did too well. Now I'm sleeping with a Glock, just a silence betrayal. Ain't no second chances in the land of the cutthroat. One slip up and they sink in your boat. Used to be family, now it's just noise. I ain't hearing apologies, just decoys. Now it's focus, money, and survival. I got no time for fake ties or rivals. Yeah, real ones fade and the snakes multiply. It's always the ones closest that aim for your spine. Keep smiling, keep scheming. I peep the signs, but I learned how to dance in betrayal's design.
10 toes down, I don't flinch in a crisis, but betrayal cut deep like 1,000 slices. All them convos, I replay them with rage while I load my mental like I'm setting the stage. They ain't never had my back, just watch me grind, waiting on the fall so they can shine. But I'm built for war, scar behold, I turn pain to verses, ink in the soul. I don't do the fake hugs or the coded chats, I just double up, hustle, reload, and adapt. You cross the line, not a bridge in flames. Say my name, just know I ain't playing no games. I'll bleed for the code, I die with the truth. You folded for clout, I stood in the booth, kept my silence, but now I'm speaking lead. You made your bed, now sleep with the dread. Backstab blues is a deadly tune, played in the alleys when the loyalty's doomed. Knives in the back, smiles in the room, trust get murdered and respect get exhumed. Backstab blues feel it deep in my soul, where loyalty dies and the secrets unfold. It's cold in the streets, colder in the crew. Don't say you real if that ain't true. Can't fake energy, I feel it in the air. You was hoping I'd drown while you watched from a chair, but I swam with sharks, now I hunt with the pride. I seen betrayal face to face and I never cried. Lessons in pain, blessings and scars. Now I trust silence more than your bars. They wonder why I'm distant, they wonder why I'm low, cause I seen a real turn plastic for show. I ain't bitter, I'm better, don't mistake the switch. I just move with precision, no time for a glitch. It's the ones who toast you, who toast your fate. Smile with pride while they open the gate, but I close mine tight. Watching from the tower, now I build in silence and rise with power. Backstab blues is the song of the streets, where loyalty dies and betrayal repeats. But I ain't playing victim, I rose with the fuel. Turn every blade in my back to a tool. Let them talk, let them plot, I'm out of their league. I stay real while they drown in fatigue. Truth don't need crowd, truth don't need views, just to beat the pain in these backstab blues. You feel that tension? That's real steel breathing next to your neck. Circle getting tighter. Fangs showing. Let's go. Started with a team full of loyalty codes. Now it's vipers in the grass wearing friendship robes. Used to dream with them, now I don't even speak, cause a cold look from them got me reaching for heat. They smile in your face, then plot while you eat. Gap you up in public, in silence they compete. They break bread just to poison your plate. Jealousy don't sleep, it just sits there and waits. I gave them game, gave them plans, gave them all a shot. They flipped on me quick when the paper got hot. Talking real, but they moves don't align with the truth. Can't fake brotherhood, that's a hole in the roof. I'm in a circle of snakes, eyes wide, back straight. Never trust too deep, too many move fake. Keep the steel tucked low, trust none that's fake. Cause love turn lethal when envy dictate. I'm in a circle of snakes, loyalty's a bet. They switch sides fast when they sense a threat. Now it's me against all, I'm prepared for the take. No love, no breaks, just a circle of snakes. I seen boys turn Judas when the racks came fast. Had to cut ties deep, let that old bond pass. It was laughs, it was toast, now it's silence and mass. I don't flinch at betrayal, just reload and blast. Blood thicker than water, not in these streets. It's the ones you fed most that be praying you weak. Had fan plot on my downfall for a cut of the pie. Now I ride solo dolo and my peace multiplies. Real talk, I'd rather roll alone with my burner than be posted up with rats, watch them flip like a Turner. They don't want a boss, they want a puppet to push. But I'm raised from that cloth where we bite before we shush. I'm in a circle of snakes, eyes wide, back straight. Never trust too deep, too many move fake. Keep the steel tucked low, trust none that's fake. Cause love turn lethal when envy dictate. I'm in a circle of snakes, loyalty's a bet. They switch sides fast when they sense a threat. Now it's me against all, I'm prepared for the take. No love, no breaks, just a circle of snakes. Yeah. Never fold, I survive when most crash. 10 toes planted while they chase fast cash. They sold souls for likes and cheap fame, but I'm the same one from the block, still untamed. Heart numb, I don't feel much regret. See my dog plied on me, now he part of the threat. Used to break laws with him, now I break ties. If I sense hesitation, I ain't letting it slide. They say keep your enemies close, but I keep them in scope. Rather beef with an op than a snake full of hope. Every toast ain't love, every hug ain't real. Some handshakes come with a concealed steel. I peep the lies, I heard the talks. You ain't loyal, you just good at the walk. Saying bro, but your eyes scream threat. So I move like a king, cut the ties, no sweat. I'd rather die alone than live fake among peers. I've been stabbed too much to still cry tears. Circle got small, loyalty stay tall. You either solid for life or you destined to fall. I'm in a circle
circle of snakes. Eyes wide, back straight, never trust too deep. Too many move fake, keep the steel tucked low. Trust none, that's fake, cause love turn lethal when envy dictate. I'm in a circle of snakes, loyalty's a bet. They switch sides fast when they sense a threat. Now it's me against all, I'm prepared for the take. No love, no breaks, just a circle of snakes.
Kept my vision on the grind, let them all plot. Now I'm counting every lesson that betrayal bought. Trust is a currency that they love to counterfeit. So I keep my ledger clean, never forget who split. Raised by the game, forged by the fire. Loyal to my code, not they fake empire. They build cliques like castles, but crumble with fear. I built mine in pain, we don't flinch, we steer. Every move surgical, ain't no love casual. They try to play chess, but they moves irrational. Got that street IQ, ain't no bluff, I ain't right. I done danced with the devils and it still ain't black. Trust broke, can't be repaired with a word. I seen loyalty mocked, I seen bonds disturbed. Now I walk with my back to the wall, no mistake. This life don't forgive, welcome to the circle of snakes. Hit it in.
Yeah. Born in a war zone, raised with a blick. Mama had tears, daddy hit licks. Cold nights, hunger bite. Heat from a stick, learned to load mags before I learned to fix a brick. Paranoia in my blood, demons in my head. Turned nothing into something, built a throne out of dread. They was praying for my fall, I was praying for a plate. Now I got them on their knees like they begging fate. I was dead broke, now I talk with a tone of a general. Made the whole hood my zone. No love in the dirt, just pain and chrome. Trust got cut like a wire to the bone. Ain't no loyalty when you dealing with rats. They smile to your face, put a knife in your back. Now I walk with a limp from the weight of the past, but the pain made me sharp, now I cut through fast. This path ain't gold, it was paved in pain. Tires screeching through the storm, I was swerving through rain. Heart full of rage, mind stuck in the flame. They ain't never felt the heat, they just talk for the name. Now this path ain't lit, it was paved in pain. Every crack got a body, every line got a name. No compass in the street, just direction from aim. Now I'm 10 toes deep, still marching through flames. Used to sleep with the roaches, now I ride with the tech. Had to teach myself war, now I move like a vet. No help, no cosign, just stress on deck. They gave me nothing, now I break every check. They talk on tracks, I talk with scars. Been in more beef than I count with bars. Seen bros flip fast when the light get dark. Now I keep the circle tight like a killer in the park. I ain't dream this life, I just live through fight. Wounds still fresh, but I kill on sight. Gas in my lungs, pain in my chest. My soul stitched up with a bulletproof vest. Real ones die young, fake ones stretch. So I walk with the fire, talk with death. Heard shots in the alley, seen blood on my Nikes. Now I'm moving militant. Dark thoughts, nolly, click, clack in the rain. That's survival mode. We ain't crying over pain, we reload and go. Every tear became around, every loss made gold. Now I drip from the trauma stories never told. Used to doubt myself, now I stare with steel. Built a kingdom from a wound I was forced to feel. They see power in my silence, wrath in my stride. I was born in the crash, now I rise from the tide. This path ain't gold, it was paved in pain. Tide screeching through the storm, I was swerving through rain. Heart full of rage, mind stuck in the flame. They ain't never felt the heat, they just talk for the name. Now this path ain't lit, it was paved in pain. Every crack got a body, every line got a name. No compass in the street, just direction from aim. Now I'm 10 toes deep, still marching through flames. Staying kicks from the nights when I ran from the feds. Didn't run from fear, just bullets and bread. Only God saw the sins that I carved in the bricks, and the guilt that I carry with the Glock on my hip. Heart frozen like the barrel, conscience numb, but I learned to make peace with the sound of the drum. Ain't no therapy here, just tattoos and scars. Just a seat at the table with the outlaws and czars. They ain't built for the hunger, they just quote the pain. I was in it for survival, now I own the lane. Turn my trauma into rhythm, let the beat explain how a thug wrote scripture in the pouring rain. It was me versus fate, with a shank in the plan. Every scar a verse, every breath I ran. Now I speak in rounds, I walk in smoke. Let the real ones ride, let the fake ones choke. This path ain't gold, it was paved in pain. Tires screeching through the storm, I was swerving through rain. Heart full of rage, mind stuck in the flame. They ain't never felt the heat, they just talk for the name. Now this path ain't lit, it was paved in pain. Every crack got a body, every line got a name. No compass in the street, just direction from aim. Now I'm 10 toes deep, still marching through flames. Pain wrote the route, hunger drew the map. Every setback was a blueprint to clap back. Don't talk to me about dreams if you ain't bled for yours, cause I paved this road. With pain, with war, with blood, with lore. Paved in pain, and I'm still walking.
Yeah.
Kept it too real, now I'm drowning in truth. Gave them my loyalty, they gave me a noose. I played the front line, never ducked or ran. But the love turned fake, now I understand. Too many snakes where I used to feed. Now I starve alone, just me and my greed. Told them what it was, never sold no dream. But real get punished when you play for the team. I came from a block where the rules get flipped, where the killers don't talk but they still get rich, where handshakes deadly, a smirk mean war. You ain't ready for the things I done behind that door. Kept it solid through storms and the drought, while they lied through their teeth just to chase some clout. Never folded 10 toes in the fire, but when the smoke cleared, it was envy and desire. I ain't changed, I just peeped they shift. They was waiting on the moment I would slip real quick. Now I move like a ghost with a cold steel heart. Got a love from a distance, it's a deadly art. Kept it too real, got stabbed by the truth. Didn't fake none, but they switched like the youth. Said it with my chest, they responded with lies. Kept it 100 and got crossed by my guys. I ain't bitter, I just move with sense. Cause the streets will kill love if it don't pay rent. Kept it too real, now I'm left with scars. Talk loyalty, but they play behind bars. Heard they speaking on my name, let them talk that slick. But I know where they mama stay, don't start no tricks. Played chess with a passion, now I move like a dawn. Kept it too real, now the real one's gone. Heard my bro took a stand that crushed my soul. We was raised on codes, now they snitching for gold. All that pain in my chest, I convert to grind. All the hurt in my mind got me running through time. I ain't trying to vent this real street gospel. Turn my losses to ammo, my survival colossal. They don't make them like me, I'm a breed too rare. Too many act tough, but they fold out of fear. Real recognize fate before the mask come off. Real stand 10 toes when the game get rough. They told me calm down, but I've been too tense. I kept it too raw, now they feel that fence. They ain't ride high road, they ain't bleed like I did. I went broke feeding snakes, now I starve all pigs. Ain't no handshake if the heart ain't firm. Cause the real don't bend, we just crash and learn. Look, I gave them vision, gave them hope, gave them purpose. They repaid it with hate and made the love feel worthless. I'm too real for the fake, too deep for the surface. They want cloud over coals, now that vibe feels serpents. I remember who I fed when the plate was mine. Now them same hands reach while they plot behind. I ain't tripping, just know that I move with care. And if you cross that line, you gon' see me there. Tired of pretending that I didn't see signs. Tired of loyalty being punished like crimes. Tired of taking L's for the sake of pride. Tired of being real just to watch them hide. Kept it too real, got burned by the flame. Played the big bro role, now they dirt on my name. Kept it too trill, now my circle look thin. But only the strong still ride to the end. Said it with my soul, never mumbled a word. But truth don't last when it cuts like a sword. Kept it too real, now I sit and rebuild. Ain't no love lost, just a lesson instilled. I ain't never needed crowds, I was built alone. And I ain't never need praise to get in that zone. They switched on a brother like clothes on Rex. Now they looking for peace, but I don't want it back. I'm in a lane where the fakes can't ride. In a state where the pain and the pride collide. I'm too locked in, like a vault with pain. With a heart so cold it can freeze propane. Don't come with the sorry, don't come with the tears. Cause I lost real brothers through the coldest years. If you love me then show it when the storm come hard. Not when I'm up counting racks with the squad. Kept it too real, too raw, too deep. Now I only find peace when I'm losing sleep. Kept it too solid, they folded like cars. Now I'm building on pain with emotional scars. Kept it too real, got betrayed in style. But the truth don't lie, it just walks that mile. Now I ride with a grip and a prayer I trust. Cause being real in this world ain't never enough. I ain't changing, I'm just done explaining. I ain't bitter, just better at taming. Pain turned profit, lessons in the gold. Kept it too real, now my story unfold. Real don't need revenge, we just level and move. But crossed the line once, now I'm playing it smooth. From the realest of trenches to the loneliest hills, I ain't fall off, I just kept it too real.
Yeah, this one right here from the shadows I came with. Ain't no fairy tales in my veins, just pain, bricks, and payments. You will walk with a demon and shake hands with death. Yeah, my heart tinted, cold-blooded, whatever.
I was born with my fists up, slept in the war zone. Mama had a Glock, daddy left for alone. Tattooed memories in my chest, think of survival. Raised by the killers, church was my only rival. We ain't pray, we plotted, smoke thick in the kitchen. Uncles cutting dope while my cousins went missing. No lullabies, just gunfire and sirens at night. A hoodie full of hope, but my soul lost sight. Midnight on my block like a purge on replay. Can't cry tears, just plot moves and replay. Revenge served daily like ramen for the broke. Still nerves, heartbeat wrapped in gun smoke.
Tinted heart, can't see love through. I was made in the dark where the weak don't last. Scars on my soul, I ain't wearing no mask. I don't blink, don't flinch, just dash and blast. Tinted heart, ride slow through the flames. Talk peace in the light, but we built off pain. Trust none, love few, every smile feels strange. This a hardcore life, no rules, just range.
Raised on the 9 side where life come cheap. Dreams fade quick like chalk on the street. You either hustle or die, bleed or deceive. We don't believe in luck, only straps and grief. Graffiti tags where the tombstones grow, where young kings fall cause they move too bold. I seen hearts freeze from my brother's betrayal. Seen the plug switch sides over wire and bail. Ain't no father taught me, streets gave the sermon. Revenge in my veins, pain always burning. I don't feel guilt, just purpose and silence. Talk less, move smart, let the 9 be the guidance. I done bled with the worst, laugh with the damn. Slept in trap houses, made war with my hands. You don't know real till your name's on the hit list. Got trust issues deeper than my bullet wish list. I was raised by the blade, by the gauge, by the rage, by the dope boys trapped on minimum wage. By the cold nights lit with gasoline, dreams where fiends last breath still echo and scream. I spit funeral hymns in a drill cadence. Every verse a vendetta, every bar leave vibrations. Ain't no mercy where I'm from, just time and scars. You either ball or fall or get lined in yards. I'm a savage on principle, demon by design. Got a heart that's tinted and a soul that's blind. I don't talk codes, I walk a mile low, them turn whispers to tunes. When the steel starts scolding, you ain't built for this. Better count your fate, we was born in the trap with no exit gate. Tinted heart, can't see love through them. I was made in the dark where the weak don't last. Scars on my soul, I ain't wearing no mask. I don't blink, don't flinch, just dash and blast. Tinted heart, ride slow through the flame. Talk peace in the light, but we built off pain. Trust none, love few, every smile feels strange. This a hardcore life, no rules, just range.
My enemies smile with their hands on their waist. Same ones who will snitch when they look in your face. So I ride with a switch, fully ready to preach. Lessons taught through fire, steal and reach. I seen loyalty crumble like a house in the quake. Seen brothers turn Judas when the money get fake. Now I live for the mission, cold as a ghost. Every move calculated, silence the toast. In the mirror I see shadows from my dead past. Homies buried with dreams, caught slipping too fast. So I march like a soldier, inked in regret. Still grind for the fam, even those I ain't met. This a path I ain't choose, but I walk like I'm proud. Tinted heart, heavy soul, head high in the crowd. And I bleed in the booth, what I bottle inside. Pain in my pen can't suppress or hide. They say you only got one shot, I took 10, came back with a limp and a demon for a friend. I sleep light, one eye open, hand on my chest. Cause death play chess and I don't play less. Never needed validation, only confirmation that real ones still breathe in this cold damnation. So I write with the fury of a soul uncaged. Tinted heart full of venom and age.
Tinted heart, can't see love through them. I was made in the dark where the weak don't last. Scars on my soul, I ain't wearing no mask. I don't blink, don't flinch, just dash and blast. Tinted heart, ride slow through the flame. Talk peace in the light, but we built off pain. Trust none, love few, every smile feels strange. It's a hardcore life, no rules, just range.
They can't see what's behind the tent. It's more just pain, this war is grit. It's a cold edge deep in a world that's gone, where silence is law and the weak get drawn. Tinted heart, don't ask for peace, just know I'm gone.
Yeah, this one right here from the shadows I came with. Ain't no fairy tales in my veins, just pain, bricks, and payments. You will walk with a demon and shake hands with death. Yeah, my heart tinted, cold-blooded, whatever.
I was born with my fists up, slept in the war zone. Mama had a Glock, daddy left for alone. Tattooed memories in my chest, think of survival. Raised by the killers, church was my only rival. We ain't pray, we plotted, smoke thick in the kitchen. Uncles cutting dope while my cousins went missing. No lullabies, just gunfire and sirens at night. A hoodie full of hope, but my soul lost sight. Midnight on my block like a purge on replay. Can't cry tears, just plot moves and replay. Revenge served daily like ramen for the broke. Still nerves, heartbeat wrapped in gun smoke.
Tinted heart, can't see love through them. I was made in the dark where the weak don't last. Scars on my soul, I ain't wearing no mask. I don't blink, don't flinch, just dash and blast. Tinted heart, ride slow through the flame. Talk peace in the light, but we built off pain. Trust none, love few, every smile feels strange. This a hardcore life, no rules, just range.
Raised on the 9 side where life come cheap. Dreams fade quick like chalk on the street. You either hustle or die, bleed or deceive. We don't believe in luck, only straps and grief. Graffiti tags where the tombstones grow, where young kings fall cause they move too bold. I seen hearts freeze from a brother's betrayal, seen the plug switch sides over wire and bail. Ain't no father taught me, streets gave the sermon. Revenge in my veins, pain always burning. I don't feel guilt, just purpose and silence. Talk less, move smart, let the 9 be the guidance. I done bled with the worst, laugh with the damn. Slept in trap houses, made war with my hands. You don't know real till your name's on the hit list. Got trust issues deeper than my bullet wish list. I was raised by the blade, by the gauge, by the rage, by the dope boys trapped on minimum wage, by the cold nights lit with gasoline. Dreams where fiends last breath still echo and scream. I spit funeral hymns in a drill cadence. Every verse a vendetta, every bar leave vibrations. Ain't no mercy where I'm from, just time and scars. You either ball or fall or get lined in yards. I'm a savage on principle, demon by design. Got a heart that's tinted and a soul that's blind. I don't talk codes, I walk a mile low, them turn whispers to tunes when the steel starts scolding. You ain't built for this, better count your fate. We was born in the trap with no exit gate. Tinted heart, can't see love through them. I was made in the dark where the weak don't last. Scars on my soul, I ain't wearing no mask. I don't blink, don't flinch, just dash and blast. Tinted heart, ride slow through the flame. Talk peace in the light, but we built off pain. Trust none, love few, every smile feels strange. This a hardcore life, no rules, just range. My enemies smile with their hands on their waist. Same ones who will snitch when they look in your face. So I ride with a switch, fully ready to preach. Lessons taught through fire, steel and reach. I seen loyalty crumble like a house in the quake. Seen brothers turn Judas when the money get fake. Now I live for the mission, cold as a ghost. Every move calculated, silence to toast. In the mirror I see shadows from my dead past. Homies buried with dreams, caught slipping too fast. So I march like a soldier, inked in regret. Still grind for the fam, even those I ain't met. This a path I ain't choose, but I walk like I'm proud. Tinted heart, heavy soul, head high in the crowd. And I bleed in the booth what I bottle inside. Pain in my pen can't suppress or hide. They say you only got one shot, I took 10, came back with a limp and a demon for a friend. I sleep light, one eye open, hand on my chest. Cause death play chess and I don't play less. Never needed validation, only confirmation that real one still breathe in this cold damnation. So I write with the fury of a soul uncaged. Tinted heart full of venom and age. Tinted heart, can't see love through them. I was made in the dark where the weak don't last. Scars on my soul, I ain't wearing no mask. I don't blink, don't flinch, just dash and blast. Tinted heart, ride slow through the flame. Talk peace in the light, but we built off pain. Trust none, love few, every smile feels strange. It's a hardcore life, no rules, just range. They can't see what's behind the tent. It's more just pain, this war is grit. It's a cold edge deep in a world that's gone, where silence is law and the weak get drawn. Tinted heart, don't ask for peace, just know I'm gone.
Yeah. Funny how it be the ones you fed that put a blade when your back turned. Loyalty, that word been cheaper. Let's talk about it. I done broke bread with the same hands that robbed me. Gave them my plate, now they out trying to starve me. Looked out for them when they ain't have a cent. Now they talking greasy like I ain't pay rent. Roll for the set, never questioned the cause. But envy grew silent like cancer in jaws. Saw the fake love, try to play it off cool. But the real ones know I ain't nobody's fool. Heard the whispers, felt the tension grow. He smiled in my face, but his actions show he saw me winning. Couldn't stomach the climb, so he waited on a slip, now he crossed the line.
Fell by a friend, out of foe, that's pain. Tears in the rain, I remember that name. Circle got smaller, now it's tight like a grip. Loyal ones ride, fake ones flip. Fell by a friend, that's deeper than death. Knife in my spine, couldn't catch my breath. Raised in the trenches, I ain't fold or bend. But nothing cut colder than a fall by a friend.
Heart gone cold, I ain't got no tears. Too many scars from too many years. I ain't asked for the love, I just gave it free. But real turns fake when they envy me. I seen brothers switch over petty amounts. Throw dirt on your name, try to discredit accounts. Gave them access, let them sit at the table. They was looking at my plate, now the story unstable. He ain't just snake me, he faked the whole bond. Now I look around like who else gon' con trust? That's a myth in the heart of the game. They dap you in the front but be throwing that flame.
Fell by a friend, out of foe, that's pain. Tears in the rain, I remember that name. Circle got smaller, now it's tight like a grip. Loyal ones ride, fake ones flip. Fell by a friend, that's deeper than death. Knife in my spine, couldn't catch my breath. Raised in the trenches, I ain't fold or bend. But nothing cut colder than a fall by a friend.
I seen real ones
ones break, seen fake ones thrive. His back was in his jungle just to stay alive. Heard him say bro, with a fake little grin, but the hate in his eyes gave away that sin. He ain't even bold, he just bitter and broke. Rather burn a bridge than level the smoke. Talk loyalty, but couldn't walk the route. When the heat came down, he was first to shout. I kept it 100, even when he fell off. Gave him the plays, but he ran off soft. Now his name dead, can't be revived. Cause where I come from, snakes don't survive.
No second chances, I learned the code. Can't cry about betrayal when you on that road. I knew the signs, but I played them blind. Now I ride solo with a ruthless mind. Loyalty's rare, silence is gold. You either in the fire or your story unfold. I ain't got regrets, just lessons in pain. He failed me once, never again, man. Fell by a friend, not a foe, that's pain. Tears in the rain, I remember that name. Circle got smaller, now it's tight like a grip. Loyal ones ride, fake ones flip. Fell by a friend, that's deeper than death. Knife in my spine, couldn't catch my breath. Raised in the trenches, I ain't fold up in. But nothing cut colder than a fall by a friend.
He knew my flaws, knew my fears, and still chose betrayal after all them years. Not a op, not a stranger, but someone I let close, that's the real danger. This ain't hate, it's a funeral verse. Put the bond in the coffin, that's the final curse. I walk with fewer, but I sleep in peace. Cause fake ones fall, but real don't cease. Rest in distrust. No rewinds, no reunions, just lessons.
Low lights, cold nights, sirens humming. We speak in codes, ain't no running. Came from the soil where the real ones bleed. When the ghetto royalty speak, you kneel, not plead.
I came from the bottom, not looking for pity. With bullets decide who run in the city. Talk slick once, you gone in a jiffy. Draco got a whisper, the tone ain't pretty. Blood on the chrome, ashes on sneakers. We talking war, no time for preachers. Chains on my neck, heavy with secrets. Iron these scars, no room for the weakness. Royal in pain, thrown but from fire. Every lost homie added fuel to desire. Raised in the dark, molded by struggle. Grew up swinging through the chaos and trouble.
When ghetto royalty speak, better lower your tone. We ain't asking for nothing, we taking the throne. From the slums to the crown, every step got cost. Only kings from the gutter know what power they lost. Stand tall in the storm, we don't bend or fold. Every jewel in the crown from a soul that's cold. You can't fake this legacy, you bleed or break. Ghetto royalty speak in the real one's way.
Silver spoon dreams, but I had plastic plates. Now it's prime rib, still watching for snakes. Courtroom dates, mama tears on her face. Now I count blue bills with a Glock in the safe. My life ain't sweet, it's bitter with rage. I seen men die trying to turn a new page. No fairy tales here, just block made lessons. We built on from losses, murder confessions. From county to curb, from bricks to bins. My story ain't over, it barely begins. That pain, permanent inked in my skin. Every lie told of me sharpen my grin. I don't write pain, I spit it in motion. A poet in war, my bars the ocean. They deep, they dark, they full of ghosts. Every verse curse, every line a toast. To the ones that ain't here, but they live through heat. I move like a shadow, never miss a beat. I saw betrayal, dressed like a friend. Now I don't trust nothing that don't blend with the end. Hood etiquette, pressure and pride. I ride for my kin till the heavens divide. This ain't no dream, this prophecy steep. Where the ghetto royalty speak, the earth don't sleep.
Echoes in alleys, whispers of pain. Voices of brothers still stuck in the chains. We don't die, we reincarnate with scars. Running these streets like hood-made czars. They crown us devils, but we angels in heat. With halos of smoke and blood on our feet.
Ain't no love in the war zone breathing. We feast with demons, mask up in evening. Black gloves, black heart, no reasons. Just revenge, just codes, no treason. I seen tears on chrome, hope in a cell. They talk in heaven, but we learn from hell. A system broke us, tried to erase. But ghetto royalty ain't fall from grace. We rise in the ash with clips on our hip. Talking freedom, but we built it from grit. Bulletproof legacy, never forget. I'm a king in the jungle, they rather regret.
When ghetto royalty, better lower your tone. We ain't asking for nothing, we taking the throne. From the slums to the crown, every step got cost. Only kings from the gutter know what power they lost. Stand tall in the storm, we don't bend or fold. Every jewel in the crown from a soul that's cold. You can't fake this legacy, you bleed or break. Ghetto royalty speak in the real one's way.
No puppets, no cap, no leeches allowed, just killers with vision, heads never bowed. This ain't rap, this declaration of rule, royal decree, straight from the wolves. I move with militant, marching in silence, voice of the block, birth of defiance, heart made of iron, mind like a blade. Speak on my name, get cut where you lay. Cold world, but my throne got fire, raised by the streets, baptized in wire. Never forget they left us to rot, now we write law with the smoke in the pot. We ain't just rappers, we prophets in pain. We kings with the blood of the block in our veins. From scars to scripts, from dirt to belief. When ghetto royalty speak, the world goes brief.
Real ties. Yeah. Real ties, no lies. Ride with a cold, never switch sides. Cold world made our heart full of ice, but we bleed the same when it's wartime. Right, only the real gon' recognize. I see the truth turn to disguise, but I'm still locked in with the ones I vow. Sworn to the grave, can't break that now. Sworn until death, I ain't breaking no oath. Loyalty deep like a knife to the throat. Ride for my brothers, no matter the coast. Either we win or we die with the toast. Talk that war, but they never been close. Never fold, even when it get gross. Sworn until death, yeah, that's how I move. Blood in my eyes, but my heart still true. I came from a block where it still got past. Way before peace, it was war in the past. Now we toast pain with a sip in the flask. Loyalty loud like a shotgun blast. Too many gone, I ain't here to relax. Circle too tight, no room for a rat. One slip, now you buried with a plaque. So I stay 10 toes with the weight on my back. Hit the curb with the work in my sock. Dreams of a throne, now I move like a boss. Seen fake friends try to smile then cross, but I peeped that play like I studied the loss. Kept my mouth shut while I doubled the cost. Made it through storms, now I'm covered in frost. You either loyal or you not. Ain't no line, this life pick size, ain't no peace sign. Until death, I ain't breaking no oath. Loyalty deep like a knife to the throat. Ride for my brothers, no matter the coast. Either we win or we die with the toast. Talk that war, but they never been close. Never fold, even when it get gross. Sworn until death, yeah, that's how I move. Blood in my eyes, but my heart still true. Tattooed tears, but I ain't dropped one. I lost too many, so I stay with a gun. That's pain in my soul, that's trauma I run. But I never turn fake, not once, not none. OG told me don't trust no love, cause the same ones that be the ones set you up. I seen blood turn bitter and fam turn fraud, so I carved my code and I kept it raw. I was raised in a war zone, learn how to move. Never say a word when the boys want proof. Die for the truth, that's the way we bred. Either ride with a heart or you ride with feds. Never did a switch, never plead no case. Even in the dark, I held my place. If death at the door, then I let it come. But I won't betray what I swore not once. No mask, I face all my enemies. No peace talks, just memories. Brothers I lost still walk with me mentally. Ride for the code till it empty me. Fake love fade, real ones last. They test my name, I press that gas. Say what they want, I don't break, I clash. I was sworn in blood, you was built to crash. Sworn until death, I ain't breaking no oath. Loyalty deep like a knife to the throat. Ride for my brothers, no matter the coast. Either we win or we die with the toast. Talk that war, but they never been close. Never fold, even when it get gross. Sworn until death, yeah, that's how I move. Blood in my eyes, but my heart still true. I remember cold nights when the phone went dry. No one to call, but the iron by my side. Snakes in the grass, but my vision too high. I ain't never look back, I just let them all slide. Hunger in my belly and a prayer in my palm. Thinking about days when we couldn't stay calm. Now we stack chips, play king with the calm, but I still keep war like a verse in a psalm. Pain made a soldier, scars but the map. Lessons in blood can erase that path. Real ones know it's a price for the pack. When the reaper come close, you gon' break or you snap. I ain't here for the fame, I ain't chasing no chain. I'm just staying in my lane, trying to numb this flame. All the lies and betrayal left a permanent stain, but I still stand tall when they mention my name. Sworn until death, I ain't breaking no oath. Loyalty deep like a knife to the throat. Ride for my brothers, no matter the coast. Either we win or we die with the toast. Talk that war, but they never been close. Never fold, even when it get gross. Sworn until death, yeah, that's how I move. Blood in my eyes, but my heart still true. It's more than a phrase, more than a bond. It's sacrifice, silence, strength through the wrong. They don't get it, they never will. Only the solid gon' stand still. When it's time to choose between breath or the set, some fold, I just tighten my vest. No regrets, just steps towards fate. If I go today, just know I never broke fate. Sworn until death, no debate.
Born in
in a war zone, raised with a blick. Mama had tears, daddy hit licks. Cold nights, hunger bite, heat from a stick. Learned to load mags before I learned to fix a brick. Paranoia in my blood, demons in my head. Turned nothing into something, built a throne out of dread. They was praying for my fall, I was praying for a plate. Now I got them on their knees like they begging fate. I was dead broke, now I talk with a tone of a general. Made the whole hood my zone. No love in the dirt, just pain and chrome. Trust got cut like a wire to the bone. Ain't no loyalty when you're dealing with rats. They smile to your face, put a knife in your back. Now I walk with a limp from the weight of the past, but the pain made me sharp, now I cut through fast. This path ain't gold, it was paved in pain. Tires screeching through the storm, I was swerving through rain. Heart full of rage, mind stuck in the flame. They ain't never felt the heat, they just talk for the name. Now this path ain't lit, it was paved in pain. Every crack got a body, every line got a name. No compass in the street, just direction from aim. Now I'm 10 toes deep, still marching through flames. Used to sleep with the roaches, now I ride with the tech. Had to teach myself war, now I move like a vet. No help, no cosign, just stress on deck. They gave me nothing, now I break every check. They talk on tracks, I talk with scars. Been in more beef than I count with bars. Seen bros flip fast when the light get dark. Now I keep the circle tight like a killer in the park. I ain't dreamed this life, I just live through fight. Wounds still fresh, but I kill on sight. Gas in my lungs, pain in my chest. My soul stitched up with a bulletproof vest. Real ones die young, fake ones stretch. So I walk with the fire, talk with death. Heard shots in the alley, seen blood on my Nikes. Now I'm moving militant. Dark thoughts, nolly, click, clack in the rain. That's survival mode. We ain't crying over pain, we reload and go. Every tear became a round, every loss made gold. Now I drip from the trauma stories never told. Used to doubt myself, now I stare with steel. Built a kingdom from a wound I was forced to feel. They see power in my silence, wrath in my stride. I was born in the crash, now I rise from the tide. This path ain't gold, it was paved in pain. Tires screeching through the storm, I was swerving through rain. Heart full of rage, mind stuck in the flame. They ain't never felt the heat, they just talk for the name. Now this path ain't lit, it was paved in pain. Every crack got a body, every line got a name. No compass in the street, just direction from aim. Now I'm 10 toes deep, still marching through flames. Staying kicks from the nights when I ran from the feds. Didn't run from fear, just bullets and bread. Only God saw the sins that I carved in the bricks, and the guilt that I carry with the Glock on my hip. Heart frozen like the barrel, conscience numb, but I learned to make peace with the sound of the drum. Ain't no therapy here, just tattoos and scars. Just a seat at the table with the outlaws and czars. They ain't built for the hunger, they just quote the pain. I was in it for survival, now I own the lane. Turn my trauma into rhythm, let the beat explain how a thug wrote scripture in the pouring rain. It was me versus fate, with a shank in the plan. Every scar a verse, every breath I ran. Now I speak in rounds, I walk in smoke. Let the real ones ride, let the fake ones choke. This path ain't gold, it was paved in pain. Tires screeching through the storm, I was swerving through rain. Heart full of rage, mind stuck in the flame. They ain't never felt the heat, they just talk for the name. Now this path ain't lit, it was paved in pain. Every crack got a body, every line got a name. No compass in the street, just direction from aim. Now I'm 10 toes deep, still marching through flames. Pain wrote the route, hunger drew the map. Every setback was a blueprint to clap back. Don't talk to me about dreams if you ain't bled for yours, cause I paved this road. With pain, with war, with blood, with lore. Paved in pain, and I'm still walking.
Yeah. Rules ain't your rules, they bloodbound. Break the code, you pay the price. Ain't no mercy out here. Talking loud, move fake, that's a death wish. I see snakes and slides and they breathing. Raised by the game, but he folded on the oath. Now his name ain't spoken, just a ghost on the coast. 10 toes planted, I don't bend, I don't flinch. Grew up around the fellas, now I see who really switched. Used to be my brother, now I'm clutching on the grip. Said he loyal, then he ratted, now he's sitting on the list. I don't need the fame, I need silence and control. Fake ones multiply, but the real stay cold. He was front row, eating from the same plate. Now he front page, outlined by the yellow tape. You fold once, that's forever. Ain't no reset, no do-overs. Street got laws, ain't made for the clever. It's built for the ones who bleed for their brother. Break the code, meet the consequence. Talk too much, get left in suspense. Loyalty ain't a word, it's a sentence. Violation leads to permanent absence. Code break consequence, no repentance. We don't forgive, we leave imprint. Silence is law, don't test endurance. Talking gets you, that's the gang. Back in the hood, we move by code. Ain't no confession, ain't no fold. Even the youngest know the price. Loose lips take lives overnight. He had a choice, but he picked fear. Now his face ain't seen around here. His mama crying, but we warned him.
Once you flip sides, it's all torment. Crew move tight like a closed fist. We don't speak, but we don't miss. Names don't get dropped in convos unless it's marked for the hollow tips. I seen killers with hearts of gold and cowards masked in designer clothes. The street ain't kind, it's cold-blooded. Snitches get punished. No budget, never break what fed you. Never bite the hand that bled to. Got comfy, now we history. All that talk turn misery. Real ones don't do interviews. They move solid, they move shrewd. Betrayal never fades. It haunts, it's stitched in the game like fonts. Break the code, meet the consequence. Talk too much, get left in suspense. Loyalty ain't a word, it's a sentence. Violation leads to permanent absence. Code break consequence, no repentance. We don't forgive, we leave imprint. Silence is law, don't test endurance. Talking gets used, talk, that's the difference. Should've called him brother, now I call him out. Play both sides, now he bear with doubt. He ain't real, just acted in the scenes. Now he frozen in the picture with a RP. No cap, this lifestyle deadly. You can't bend laws when they heavy. I done seen moms lose sons to greed. Seen cliques break down over hidden deeds. Trust is earned, not gifted. Way to loyalty can't be lifted. He dropped the code for a check. Now his crew won't answer his text. We was raised different, raised by fire. Broke bread with wolves, not liars. He had love but chose betrayal. Now we burn his name, no bail. Ain't no warning, ain't no hints. One move wrong and that's it. This ain't movies, no script. It's do or die and we equip. Break the code, meet the consequence. Talk too much, get left in suspense. Loyalty ain't a word, it's a sentence. Violation leads to permanent absence. Code break consequence, no repentance. We don't forgive, we leave imprint. Silence is law, don't test the germs. Talking get choked, don't test the difference. He wore the same colors, now we paint him red. What's a brother when he sleeping in the feds? He signed papers, now his name ain't sacred. Now he running from the ghost he created. I seen it all, the rise and the flip. He smiled at us, then ran with a script. Ops don't fear him, we don't neither. Once you cross the line, ain't no breather. Told him silence was gold. Told him loyalty's cold. Told him secrets ain't for sale. But he sold his soul for bail. He ain't disappeared, just got erased. No black, no case, no grace. Lesson learned for the ones that stay. Keep it tight or be break. Woo. Break the code, meet the consequence. Talk too much, get left in suspense. Loyalty ain't a word, it's a sentence. Violation leads to permanent absence. Code break consequence, no repentance. We don't forgive, we leave imprint. Silence is law, don't test the endurance. Talking gets you, talk, that's the difference. Ain't about how long you been around. It's about how solid you stay. This game ain't got room for both sides. Once you flip, you finish.
Yeah, it's that cold grind, ruthless mindset. No mercy in these streets. This killer get killed. Violent tensions. Hard-coded and ice. Let me tell you how it really goes down. Violent tensions, I'm moving in silence. Cold-blooded killer, no room for defiance. From the block to the top, it's survival, no friends. Betrayal around every corner, gotta watch how it ends. Violent tension, snake in the grass. Trust gets shattered, gotta move fast. Hustle with venom, poison in my flow. Out here grinding, but the pain never shows. Step in the shadows where the real ones dwell. Street sermons loud, every move's a rebel yell. Trust is a myth, loyalty's a ghost. Outlaw scripture written in blood, no toast. Cash over everything, hard over stone. Built from the gutter, this pain I own. Enemies lurk, God's full of hate. Cross me once, I retaliate, seal your fate, yo. Violent tensions, yeah, that's my creed. Cold nights, hard fights, no room for greed. Every step, calculated chess on these blocks. Silent assassin with Glocks, no ticking clocks. They don't see the struggle behind the cold face. Every smile a mask, every move a chase. Survival mode, always strapped with ambition. This life's a test, violent tensions my mission. Violent tensions, I'm moving in silence. Cold-blooded killer, no room for defiance. From the block to the top, it's survival, no friends. Betrayal on every corner, gotta watch how it ends. Violent tension, snake in the grass. Trust gets shattered, gotta move fast. Hustle with venom, poison in my flow. Out here grinding, but the pain never shows. Freestyle unleashed, no script, just raw spit. Lurking in the depths where the law don't sit. Haters plot, but they can't match the grind. Cold-hearted streets made a savage mind. Every dollar earned was a lesson in pain. Lost brothers to the streets, remember the name. Violent tensions, built from the bottom. Trust broken quick, it's a cold-hearted atom. Snakes slither, but I'm the cobra ready to strike. No mercy shown, no handouts, just fight. This game's a jungle, prey your predators. The question, I'm the nightmare lurking. Violent tensions, no second guessing. Dark night, city lights flicker and fade. Hustle ain't a choice, it's the life we made. Every scar tells a story, every tear's a war. Keep your circle tight or get caught in the score. Off the dome, watch me paint the scene vivid. Hustler's diary, every line livid. Vile intentions, born from the struggle. Pain in my veins, my mind's in a bubble. No trust, no love, just cold calculations. Loyalty dead in these ruined foundations. Whispers in alleys, gunshots at night. I'm the shadow that moves just out of sight. Grinding daily, dodging all the fakes. Every step forward, another soul breaks. This ain't a game, it's survival of the real. Vile intentions, it's the only way I feel. Back in the trap where the cold winds blow. Enemies close, but I'm ready for the show. No fear in my eyes, just fire and ice. Vile intentions make the ultimate prize. Betrayed by kin, left with just a grind. Heart turned to steel, never been kind. The streets taught lessons, no textbooks given. Only those with vile intentions stay driven. Vile intentions, etched deep in my soul. No surrender, no peace, that's the road. From dusk till dawn, this war's never done. In the shadows we move, cold, ruthless, and one.
Yeah. Blueprint built in blood. Respect ain't handed, it's taken. Boss moves only. Let's get it. Lay the foundation on granite, no sand in my plan. All these pawns move reckless, I move like a man. Schemes in the smoke, got my code in the flame. Never folded under pressure, I just mastered the game. Out the gutter, made a throne out of bricks and bones. Every order I give echoes deep in zones. No loyalty, then we sever ties quick. Blueprint action, silence, we move militant. Slick talk, power, I breathe it. Walk through the hell, I see it. Mobs pray, I fall, but my wrath undefeated. Boardrooms or block corners, I play them the same. Every handshake weight, every smile's a game. Sleep with one eye open, I got demons in suits. Every move that I make is war tucked in a loop. Cold ambition, I got hunger in waves. Tunnel vision for the crown, make them dig their graves. It's the boss blueprint, written in smoke and scars. Lessons in silence, money stacked in jars. Loyal ones eat, traitors get erased. No room for a weak in this power-based place. It's the boss blueprint, heavy is the mind. Built my empire off them nights doing time. Stealing my words, blood in my pen. I don't make friends, I make made men. Blueprint tatted on walls of my mind. Plans encrypted, moves a lot of time. I don't follow trends, I design the path. Every loss got flipped and became my wrath. Dark corridors, mine like a weapon. One wrong step and your name's in a session. I ain't gotta flex with gold or flash. I flex by silence while I double the stash. Chessboard mental, they still thinking checkers try to cross me once. Now they ghosting like specters. Grit in my soul, I was bred by the pain. Used to hustle and rain, now blueprint domains, no gimmicks. Just real blue still in hand. If the code breaks, I'll erase your clan. Heavy the lie so the truth hits harder. You ain't a king till you suffer as a martyr. Bosses ain't born, they rise from the dirt. Lessons ain't taught, they carve through hurt. No blueprint for peace, this designs for war. If you knock on my gate, better know what it's for. This is structure through struggle, a plan from the fire. This ain't rap, it's why I talk for empire buyers. Every bar a warning, every line of fate. Boss blueprint locked, now open the gate. It's the boss blueprint written in smoke and scars. Lessons in silence, money stacked in jars. Loyal ones eat, traitors get erased. No room for a weak in this power-based place. It's the boss blueprint, heavy is the mind. Built my empire off them nights doing time. Stealing my words, blood in my pen. I don't make friends, I make made men. No blueprint soft, it's a roadmap of pain. Had to bleed for position, now I run this lane. Seen death wink at me, I winked right back. Told them not today, I got stacks to stack. Walk in the dark like the lights obey. Blueprint coded in steps that slay. Ain't a thorn I didn't study before I sat. Learn from wolves, now my circle exact. Dark drill, mind state, vengeance and draft. Every op get traced and erased from the map. I don't bark, I bite through the bone and frame. No luck in this climb, just pure domain. Blueprint bigger than street respect. It's dominion finesse, mind sharp as tech. Run my name through war, it'll come out gold. I made fear a currency in power I hold. This is the boss blueprint. Not for the loud, but for the calculated. Not for the reckless, but the ruthless. Built from ash, raised by silence. Ruled by code, and sealed in blood.
Check clock ticking, loyalty missing. Ain't no love in the game, we risking. Contract signed in blood, not ink. Trust got a timer blinking, it sync. Loyalty got a deadline, tick tick gone. One wrong move and the whole bomb blown. Saying they real, but they fold when it's time. Gave my all, they just crossed the line. Dead faces stacking, I ain't got time. Cut ties clean, I don't read no signs. Bros turn foes when the stakes go high. Loyalty's leased and the rent run dry.
colder snakes. Share my plate, now I feel the stakes. Grew from the mud with a vision in mind. Now I see clear through their crooked disguise. Was it love or hustle in a mask of kin? They switch up quick when the winds roll in. I seen fam turn envy, eyes full of grease. Say they ride to the end, now they ghost on me. They ain't solid, just statues and glass. One tap from the real, they shatter so fast. Stood 10 toes on them blood-soaked streets, where the reaper watch close and the loyalties lead. Clock ticking, ain't no reset button. If I fall now, who gon' do the stunt? I was down bad, but I stood like a mountain. Now I pour pain in the booth like a fountain. I ain't beg no soul, never bow my head. Rather go alone than be misled. Loyalty got a deadline, tick, tick, gone. One wrong move and the whole bomb blown. Saying they real, but they fold when it's time. Gave my all, they just crossed the line. Dead faces stacking, I ain't got time. Cut ties clean, I don't read no signs. Bros turn foes when the stakes go high. Loyalty's leased and the rent run dry. I kept it 100, they gave me 10. Took a bullet for them, now we ain't even friends. They were silent till the feds came close, then they sang like birds. Broke the code the most, all that brother talk just noise in the wind. I've been betrayed by the ones who claim kin. I ain't tripping, no, I adapt with ease. Cut them off fast, no time to grieve. Heart turned cold from the lies they told. Now I ride with steel, no hands I hold. They play roles, but I read the script. Seen the plot twist, now I empty clips. This real life ain't no acting scene. I bleed truth, they bleed for green. I ain't never asked for loyalty forever. Just don't fake it, not now, not ever. If you gon' fold, do it early and clean. Don't wait till we deep, then switch up the team. Loyalty got a deadline, tick, tick, gone. One wrong move and the whole bomb blown. Saying they real, but they fold when it's time. Gave my all, they just crossed the line. Their faces stacking, I ain't got time. Cut ties clean, I don't read no sign. Bros turn foes when the stakes go high. Loyalty's leased and the rent run dry. Now I ride solo, mind stay alert. Lessons in blood, yeah, that loyalty hurt. Gave them chances, they took me for weak. Now they beg peace, but I don't speak. Trust once cracked, don't ever get fixed. Now I move quiet, watching for tricks. Circle small like the tip of a blade. Only got love for the ones that stayed. I seen good turn grim, real turn fake. And I learned quick what's truth and a snake. Better walk light when you talk that bond, cause the same handshake might pull that one. They say blood thicker, but the game's cold. Seen brother fold for a chain of gold. I ain't bitter, just battle scarred deep. All them sleepless nights turn to profit, I keep. Trust ain't free, now it come with a fee. And the ones who real, they don't even speak. Loyalty got a deadline, no lie told. Contracts break when the pain gets sold. Built an empire on my bruises and trials. Fake ones gone, but the real stay wild. I ain't got time for the back and forth. Either you ride or you off this course. Loyalty's leased and the rent ran out. Now I just stack and forget what they about. I gave chances, they gave me cuts. Now I walk roads where the silence trust. Can't fake bond when your soul ain't built. Loyalty's a price that most won't fulfill. So I clock the time and I check the signs. Deadline passed, now I draw the lines with a candy.
Yeah, still in my veins, pain in my soul. They thought I was finished. Wounds don't kill, they forge. Yeah. Got scars on my skin, but none on my pride. Every cut that I took made the demon inside. I was down in the mud, they threw dirt on my name, but I rose with a blade and a heart full of flame. Hunger in my belly, revenge on my breath. Every loss that I took just prepared me for death. Can't break a beast when he's built from the fire. Bleeding with vision, walk lines full of wire. No tears, no pity, just pressure applied. All them nights I was broken, now weaponized pride. Pain is a prophet, trauma my preacher. Lessons from war, not a soul could teach ya. Wounds make warriors, blood turn to steel. Hate in my heart, but my purpose is real. Came from the gutter, now silence the noise. I don't break under fire, reload and deploy. Wounds make warriors, pain is a crown. Fall 7 times, still run this town. From ashes I rise, from chaos I breathe. Death couldn't stop me, I'm born to bleed. Hey,
Run it back raw, face of a sinner, soul of a saint when I eat like a killer. Wolves in the pack, I was raised in the trench. Talk on my hands, not a word on the bench. Hollow tips speak when the trust get broke. I was taught by the code, not the words they spoke. Click clack sounds like a verse to a hymn. No peace treaty, just blood on the brim. Shooters on alert, pain in formation. Each step's war, I walk with damnation. Don't need validation, I live through the bruises. Real power born where a fake one loses. Mask on tight, I don't show no expression. All this pain molded me into a weapon. What they fear, I embrace with honor. They see death, I see my father. Wounds make warriors, blood turn to steel. Hate in my heart, but my purpose is real. Came from the gutter, now silence the noise. I don't break under fire, reload and deploy. Wounds make warriors, pain is a crown. Fall 7 times, still run this town. From ashes I rise, from chaos I breathe. Death couldn't stop me, I'm born to bleed.
No mercy in my veins, no retreat in my bones. I sleep with my past and I eat with my ghosts. Every enemy made me, every lie shaped me.
Tattooed memories on a soul gone cold. Dreams died early, now the pain's all gold. Betrayal taught me what blood really means. Not every hand that you shake is clean. They prayed for my fall, but I danced in a wreck. Heart blacker than nights, with a blade to the neck. Heard whispers in silence, screams in the dark. I became what they feared, a flame from a spark. Now every bar like a bullet with a target. Hood full of graves and I'm done being modest. These wounds talk loud, hear the stories they tell. A warrior ain't born, he's made in hell. Make warriors, blood turn to steel. Hate in my heart, but my purpose is real. Came from the gutter, now silence the noise. I don't break under fire, reload and deploy. Wounds make warriors, pain is a crown. Fall 7 times, still run this town. From ashes I rise, from chaos I breathe. Death couldn't stop me, I'm born to bleed. Wounds never broke me, they crowned me. Pain was never my end, it was my weapon. And now, I'm the storm they prayed would pass. Too late, I'm here. And I brought war. Yeah. Still before the storm.
Breathe, hell, heart gone. Click, clack, no time to feel, that's a freeze frame kill. Woo! Cold moves, no twitch, just aim. Still in my palm, I don't play them games. Clock runs slow when you're moving with pain. Empty the clip, I don't need no fame. Midnight hit with a duffel and mask. No questions asked, I complete that task. Click, clack, glass, now he's stuck in the past. Money on time and the job went fast. Cracks in the curve where the blood might drip. Ice in my wrist, but my soul don't flip. Heart been broke, now still in grit. Pull that slide, make a man commit.
Freeze time, don't move when I step in. Frame caught in the lens when the trigger get real. Kill, no talk back when I'm out for the freeze frame kill. Now the scene stand still. Freeze eyes locked in when the body go limp. Frame every target mark, never shoot off. Kill got a code, but I ride on the freeze frame kill. Make a king look 1-2 coming through with the heat in a suitcase. No face, no pace, moving like a screw face. Fast step, blast tech cold like the ice chips. Hit a quick lick, then I vanish and night miss. Double time ticking, now I'm shifting the gear. Clear when I still got a scope in the rear. If I say gold in the zone, get bled. Put lead in the air, now the street turn red. Bulletproof jacket, I'm rolling with force. Clutching that fire like a psycho in court. Trigger on tilt, then my mind been torn. Say the wrong word and your life gets sworn. Glide on the op like I'm made of frost. No melt when it's hot, just pay that cost. Freeze that breath when I break that seal. Snap like a lens, freeze frame kill.
No remorse, no delay, no signs of regret. If the bag look clean, I collect that debt. Move a militant mind, no sweat when I slide. Whole room cold when I step inside. Silencer on, but the message loud. Turn a loud mouth boy to a still face now. Run the numbers, do the math, never fold a beg. Either rise with the wolves or sleep with lead. I ain't never blinked twice when the job too raw. Street made mental with the outlaw law. Zone so cold, need a fifth just to warm. But the fifth I hold to distort your orbit. Gloves on tight and the burner don't jam. Everything black like a funeral van. Life get taxed when you step in this ring. I don't fight with words, I let metal sing. Deals in the dark but the cash stay clean. One deep soldier with an infrared beam. Can't trust none, I done seen too much. Freeze them up quick with the slightest touch.
Freeze, time don't move when I step in. Chill, frame caught in the lens when the trigger get real. Kill, no talk back when I'm out for the deal. Freeze frame kill, now the scene stand still. Freeze eyes locked in when the body go limp. Frame every target mark, never shoot off whim. Kill, got a code, but I ride on the brim. Freeze frame kill, make a king look grim. Pull up in the night with 100 round. When the beat drop, I don't mess around. Speed talk, venom in the coldest breath. Got a blade for the fake and the heat for the rest. Zone out solid, no flinch when I blast. Do it so clean, leave a frame in the past. Running like a ghost ghost in a jet black coat. Hit him in the dome, leave a permanent note. Every move planned, I ain't never just drift. Put him in a shot like a camera shift. Circle tight like a coil on lock. If you break one rule, get dropped on the spot.
I don't need no pity, I was born in war. Every breath I take just feeds the score. No fear in the air when I ride with the code. Freeze frame click, not a story unfold. Bloodline deep and the O still firm. Lessons from the block, either shoot or burn. I ain't never flinch when the heat come near. Whole frame still, cause I thrive on fear.
Freeze. Life don't give second takes when you living like this. One wrong step and you captured and miss. Kill. Ain't no drama, just motionless. Still. Freeze frame kill. That's the realest thrill. Slow breath, fade. That frame don't move when the soul been still.
Yeah, whispers in the dark, I ain't sleeping, I'm plotting. Voice from the box saying, boy, get it poppin'. No love, no fear, just caskets knocking. Midnight sermons whisper from the coffin. Street talk deep, it echo in the dirt. I was born in the war zone, baptized in the hurt. Chrome on my lap like a child, I protect every scar on my flesh. Be the price I collect. Got a ghost in my thoughts and his name never fades. He was shot in the face, now we whisper through shades. Same watch for the ones who don't speak with their eyes. Keep your blade in your boots, they be wearing disguise. I came from a block with a concrete crowd, where the fiends got dreams but they all just die. I ain't blinking, a week got the dead man's soul. And the reaper on my line trying to make that call. Whisper from the coffin, bullets still coughing. Dead don't rest, they just wait for the drop-in. Vultures in the sky, hear them circling, mocking. Graveyard shift, got the spirits unlocking, yeah. Whisper from the coffin, told me stay cold, stay locked, keep stomping, yeah. Whisper from the coffin, real ones die, fake smile, keep talking to me in silence, no remorse in the echo. I've been moving militant, eyes behind the retro, look losses like trophies, will pain like a medal while they dance on the gram. I got hands on the metal, can't trust no preacher, can't trust no priest, only trust that hammer when I'm out in the east, where the fiends sell dreams just to sleep for a minute. In the block got secrets, I was born right in it. They ain't never seen what I seen through the peephole. Body on the floor, stiff froze like a freeze fall. Gotta keep my word like a G-code, even in death, real ones don't repo. Seen the devil in the rear view smiling, turned up the bass, got my demons wildin'. Midnight ride in the car with no plates, shovel in the back and a mask on my face. I hear voices when the moon is low, they say, kid, you the one to go and bury the code. I don't rap, I confess, I unload my soul. They say music is murder with a metronome, yeah. And I ain't got no regrets, just a notebook full of my enemies' deaths. Each bar a bullet, each from my blade. Each breath I take got a coffin engraved. Whisper from the coffin, bullets still coughing. Dead don't rest, they just wait for the drop-in. Vultures in the sky, hear them circling, mocking. Graveyard shift, got spirits unlocking. Whisper from the coffin, told me stay cold, stay locked, keep stomping, yeah. Whisper from the coffin, real ones die, fake smile, keep talking. Don't fit all black with the heater, walk like a ghost, talk death through the speaker. No fairy tales in my hood, just reapers. If you ride, better ride with the street sweeper. Talk cheap, so I charge them with lead. Cross my name and you part of the dead. This ain't no act, I don't play with the thread. I sew them in silence and stitch with the dread. Hit a lick with a crew full of ghouls. We ain't laughed since the night we bent all the rules. We ain't cried when the homie got popped. We lit up the block, then we circle the cops. They gon' know what we stand for. Never fold, never ran, that's what hands for. That whisper in my ear, say you next. Told him not yet, got a list on my chest. Grave talk, soul split, bar heavy, no skip. Vow silence, won't snitch. Mind haunted, won't flinch. I twitch, grip tight. Glock come like midnight. Pulse low, no fright. They pray, I ignite. I'm the storm when the moon hides. I'm the blade when the goon slides. I'm the silence in the room wide. I'm the truth that the tomb hides. Whispers louder with each breath. Tails carved into the flesh. Ghost notes in every step. Cuffing crew till nothing left. No peace in my sleep, only gunfire dreams. All the real ones gone, but they talking my schemes. Every verse I write be a mark on a tomb. Every beat I ride is a march to the doom. This that blacked out Chevy flow. One headlight and a heavy load. Got no time for tears or flowers. We bring death talk, not roses and showers. Whisper from the coffin, yeah, they still talking. Dead man chant when the sky start darking. Crows on the wire, sirens be sparking. Midnight hymn, now the shadows be barking, yeah. Whisper from the coffin, told me stay cold, stay locked, keep stomping, yeah. Whisper from the coffin, ride with the flame, don't fade, no stopping. I don't fear death, I dine with it. They told me my name still ringing the silence. They said don't rest yet. The war ain't over till the last breath gone. Whispers from the coffin.
Yeah. Money come, money go. But the squad, we locked in. Deeper than ink in a deal. This ain't no handshake paper, this blood seal. Contracts burn, but loyalty real. I
I ain't signed nothing that can sell out my bros. If they ain't bleed with me, then they can't share my dough. Street raised, block paid, we move like ghosts. But ain't no phantoms here, just wolves up close. Tried to throw a check, said cut your ties. Told him I'd rather cut my life than divide my guys. I ain't built for betrayal in a tailor-made suit. Rather post on the stoop with the fam in the boot. New contracts, live witness, too many switch. From day ones to snakes, sold out to get rich. But the ones who stay silent through the smoke and the fire, that's the ones I ride with when it all expires.
Crew over contracts, blood over gold. Never sell my brother out just to fit in a mold. Crew over contracts, code never fold. We built this from the dirt. Every story told bold. Crew over contracts, facts over fame. If you switch for the bag, don't mention my name. Crew over contracts, deep in the game. It's death before dishonor. That's how we remain. Yeah, let me get it raw. One take, no edit. I was broke in the basement, loyalty embedded. While they chased blue faces, I was chasing the bread, but never fed off my brothers. I fed them instead. Got calls from the labels, we can change your life, but they ain't say nothing about my block or strife. Wanna strip me of my crew like they liability, but this bond got history deeper than any feat. They wanna sign me solo, split me from the base, but what's a throne worth if I lose my place? We bled together, ran from the feds together. Ain't no pen and paper ever cut that tether. I seen them leave for a check and come back broke. Beg for respect, but now it's all revoked. I'd rather go hungry than feast with a rat. Real ones know, ain't no price for that. Tell them I don't move for digits, I move for blood. When we rise, we rise. When it's war, it's mud. This ink don't define me. The block wrote my name. Every scar on my soul is the price of the game. Contracts change, people flip for a bag, but I stay with the few who would ride through the drag. We ain't just crew, we family forge. You sign your life away, we taking yours. Got partners who been with me since them juvenile blues. Now we grown in the game, still paying our dues. Talk loyalty in meetings, but the boardroom cold. I learned heat from the streets when stories unfold. Man down, we pull up without asking. No clause, no file, just pure old fashioned. Cold been solid, ain't nothing new. Try to clip me from the crew, you better think that through. They calling it business, I call it betrayal. Try to buy me out, I flip the table. Cut ties with snakes, I'd rather lose a deal than sell my soul for a chain I can't feel. Crew over contracts, blood over gold. Never sell my brother out just to fit in they mold. Crew over contracts, code never fold. We built this from the dirt. Every story told bold. Crew over contracts, facts over fame. If you switch for the bag, don't mention my name. Crew over contracts, deep in the game. It's death before dishonor. That's how we remain. Hey. I rap with pain, stitched under my tongue. Spit bars from the heart with a loyalty hung. When they offered that advance, I declined with pride. Told them keep your check, I got gang worldwide. Never took shortcuts, never left my own. If my brothers ain't on, then I ain't got a throne. Rather hustle with my day ones in the coldest night than stun alone under stadium lights. Seen Judas in a suit with a corporate smile. Talk elevation, but poison in the foul. They ain't feel the hunger, they ain't feel the loss. They don't understand when the code is the boss. Every bar I spit got a brick behind it. Every verse I write got a clip behind it. Crew never left even when the storm hit. So when I win, they all on the Forbes list. Contracts tear, loyalty don't. Paper burns, real ones won't. They try to split me from the ones I bled with, but I stayed down deep where the ledge is. Crew over contracts, that's law where I'm from. They can flash all the gold, but I ain't that dumb. You sign for the fame, I sign for the fam. That's the difference between a deal and a deal. And a damn.